Hello, my name is Yana. I live in a forest and I make things. And recently I have it's spring, so I have this feeling that I want to start dressing up more. It's really difficult for me because growing up, clothing was never cute. It was never in my size or something like that. I wasn't even that fat. I was a little bit overweight. I was a little bit bigger. Like, I'm just built a bit stronger than the people who the clothes were sold for. Like, I couldn't find anything cute that would fit me. So I just gave up. Maybe I was a little bit of a tomboy growing up, but the idea of dressing up, the idea of looking like a princess was always really appealing to me. But the effort that it takes to actually dress up was a bit too much, probably. But every once in a while, I get this feeling that, oh, I should dress up more. A couple years ago, I came across a video from the Stitchery, which was a tutorial on how to make a split side pinafore dress. I have been following the Stitchery for some time by then, and I really liked her videos, and I really wanted to make something like that, and I just fell in love with the design of the pinafore. So I made one, and this is how it looks. Here are some options that I chose for my pinafore. I chose to have the bib with ties on top, and I did in the waist, in the front, I did snaps instead of ties because I think that's just less bulky this way. I have huge pockets. I measured them so that they could fit an iPad mini, and the pockets are so big that I added their own pockets inside the pockets. And the fabric I chose is a nice flannel with dinosaurs. The skirt is 6/8 of a circle. It has 6 panels. Each panel is an eighth of a circle. It happened to be this way, and the reason why I did it is because this fabric is directional. So if I did a simple half circle skirt, it would kind of be sideways on the sides. So I didn't want to do that. So I made panels for the skirt, and I didn't have enough fabric to make a circle skirt anyway. So that's what I did. And there's a problem. The problem is that I never wear it. One of the reasons is because I'm lazy and I just don't dress up. And the second is that a couple times when I did wear it out of the house, I found that actually in Russia we have weather, and weather means that I have to put something on top of the pinafore, and those ties get in the way, and I hate them. And there's just initially I thought they are so feminine, they're so nice and quirky, I'm going to be so feminine, but in reality they prevent me from putting on a cardigan or a coat or something like that. It's just there. It's in the way. It looks weird. And yeah, I don't like it. And this cardigan was specifically purchased to look good with this pinafore. So what do I do about that? Everything else about this pinafore is great. Like, look at that. it's perfect, and I could probably wear it around the house more if I did dress up in the house. I should work on that, but I don't wear it because of those ties. So, is there a way to fix this problem? One of the problems that I have with those ties is that they go straight from here and they form the sides of the bib. So if I just cut it here, it's not going to look very neat. And if I say add some kind of closure here, it's going to look okay, I think. Maybe something like a button. But the whole idea of this having some sort of closure, some sort of tie, is because design is all about adjustability. Like the skirt is adjustable, the waist is adjustable. That's the whole thing about the split side skirt. And so the ties are also adjustable. But in all honesty, I don't really need this tie to be very easily adjustable because I don't change size in here very much. The waistline, yeah, kind of a nice dinner, and it changes a lot, but with this part I don't need a lot of flexibility in here. So here's the plan. Because the front is more visible than the back, and I don't want to ruin this thing that's going on here, I'm going to cut the tie in the back, measure how much of a tie I need to look good and to fit over my shoulder, and then I'm just going to sew it across here, and I might even keep some of this tie back here in case if I ever need to make the tie longer. So that's the rough idea, I think, for now. But I'm going to get rid of this knot that I have on top of my shoulder, and I'm going to have less bulk, and hopefully it will make me wear it more. Speaking about this design, I actually gained quite a lot of weight since when I made this dress, so it works. The adjustability, excellent. But in terms of my decision to cut the straps, I think that because the back is so clean, if I make any changes, it's going to look unintentional, because it is like an afterthought. And so I think that I'm actually going to do it in the front. I have more going on in the front. I'm going to cut it like that, and then I'm going to choose the length that I like and just stitch it carefully to the back. And I think that the rest of the length I'm going to keep there. I'm going to tack it in place so that if I need it, it's there. Yeah, I think that should work. And because it's in the front, it's not going to look like an afterthought. And if I really, really don't like it, I can, first of all, I can get rid of the bib altogether and make it into a skirt, or I can add like a decorative button in here that won't work, but it would look like a closure, and that would explain this situation. The goal is to do everything as neatly as possible. I found the original thread from the project. I'm not sure if I'm going to need it to be the exact matching thread, but I'm going to use it anyway, and everything is going to be done by hand. I don't want any surprises. So yeah, a moment of truth. Let's cut this thing. No turning back now. Here's what I have. I did cut a bit more of the material off so that it's not too bulky, and I snipped out the corners so that it turns easier, and I also opened this corner out because you can see there's the main fabric of the bib peeking through. I snipped a corner out of that just so that there's less bulk. Now I think I'm going to draw a line with chalk so that I have something to look for, as kind of to know what I'm doing, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just a girl with a problem. Let's follow this line over here. Straight-ish. Something like that. I'm going to try my best and fold this to this line. Well, it doesn't look that great. I'm going to need to baste everything and to press everything so that it stays flat before I do any stitching on this. I often find it tempting to skip this step, like a little basting stitch, just to make sure that everything is not crooked before doing any more work. Like, I'm making a very long video about a very simple project, but maybe some of you will appreciate the details. Yeah, it felt scary 15 minutes ago. Now I'm totally fine because there's no way back. Now I'll just do it to the other side. I need to make a decision. Do I just stitch over the edge like we do in English paper piecing, or do I ladder stitch this opening closed? I didn't think about that for a couple minutes. By the way, got myself a popcorn maker. Best $10 in my life. Let's be fancy, let's do a ladder stitch. Nobody's going to know anyway, but when I stitch it closed, I'm going to make a decision like, do I want to make a decorative stitch line in here? Because, well, it's a lot of work without a machine. I don't want to do anything on a machine today. So, is it worth it? In case if you don't remember what a ladder stitch is, I'll do my best to show you. I have my thread coming out on this side here. I'm going to go straight across, insert my needle, travel through fabric a little bit, maybe a couple mil, come out, and go straight across to the other side and do a little stitch there, and I'll do it all over again. Now when I pull on the thread, it should just magically close everything, and it looks really neat and tidy. I ended up deciding that I'm going to do a little decorative stitch. I just backstitched a line as neatly as I could. It doesn't look perfect, but it looks better than this. This doesn't have a decorative stitch. We only have one mirror in the house, and it's here. I need to be able to see myself when I pin it, because by touch it doesn't work as well. maybe it will have to do. I'm not sure about that, but it will have to. That's how it is now. I'm still not done with all the options that I have. This is the main option. Just hide it behind. Looks neat. I could also add a button for interest. I don't want to add buttons, to be honest. Especially not in this color. I would prefer them to be matching if I had to. Second option is leave it on the outside. This way I'm hiding this seam that's a little bit, ugly. But it creates like visual interest. I'm not sure if I like this. It looks kind of weird, so probably not. And also, I could add a button there. I think I'll go with this option. And I can change my mind if I feel like it. I'll see when I'm done. Now it looks like I fixed this dress so that I can just wear something over it. And that's basically it. It's pretty and all, but layering things in where I live is very important. And now I can wear a sweatshirt over my pinafore, and that was the entire goal of the project. I can wear it now. I can wear it with anything that I want, and it looks good. Maybe it doesn't look as good as it would if I originally planned it to be like that, but it looks okay. If you don't look too closely, you won't probably even know that something went wrong here, and nobody's going to look. I don't think so. So here it is, the final dress. It's ready to go, and now I can take this task off of my to-do list board, and I can get on with my life for a little bit. That's it for this week's video. I hope you liked it, and the idea was that if something doesn't work for you, if it's worth it, maybe fix it. Because I wasn't wearing this for 2 years, even though it's a beautiful dress. I didn't wear it just like for fun. I sometimes wear beautiful dresses to walk the dogs in the forest where nobody can see me. But now it's probably going to get a little bit more wears. And yeah, hope you liked it. And I hope to see you next week.